What's going on, partners? We're going to continue exposing the truth behind the Pelican Bay hunger strike and the agreement to end hostilities. We're going to use a timeline for the Ashker and Brown case provided by the Center for Constitutional Rights. And we're going to break down a portion of the interview by Sneaky, who was detained in Corcoran during the hunger strikes. And you can find the entire interview on stories written by a current prisoner.
So that was the first hunger strike. We all did it. None of us really did it. I will be honest with you. Most of us had peanut butter packets stuck in our mattresses. So it was like about 20 days in, about the 21st, they came and said all right, we're going to put it on hold. So that's the first hunger strike that stopped. So then we had another one for September 16th of the following year, 2012. So we did it again. And again, that one was kind of, I think it wasn't as good, but at the time, Terco from Bass State and Sleepy from Wilmas came down, and they told the brothers, hey, we're going to do one more in 2013. If they don't give us what we have coming, boom. So put the word out there, Corcoran, so you guys have communication. One of the main lines that we are hunger striking. So we had a phone at that time, so we called every main line, wrote every wheeler, told them, hey, man, pay attention to the newspapers. We're going to hunger strike on July 1st of 2013. We let everybody know to the point where IGI intercepted all our letters, tried to intercept, but we shot word to everybody. So that's when the last hunger strike came through. The Norteños weren't participating in Corcoran shoe, and the Gabachos were not participating in Corcoran shoe. And at the time, there was guerra on all these main lines with the Norteños and the Sureños. And at the time, the Norteños had just killed a Sureño named, I believe his name was Goblin or something, from Pozole, right here on Sad FC facility in New Corcoran. So there was a lot of tension going on, and the Carnales had just showered and said, hey, no more, there's a peace treaty, no more anything. We want all to be peaceful, straight up. So I was like, man, how do we do it if refuting? How are we going to acknowledge this peace treaty from Pelican Bay if all Southern California prisons are still rocking because the Norteños keep moving on the homies? There's no way we can let our guard down. That's just not going to happen. So, again, there was always that, in Turi and Güero, they didn't like the NF that were housed in our section at the time. And my section was Sombra from Sanjo, NF, Mambo from Delano, another NF, Listo from Porterville, and Smilón from Sacra. Those were all the ones in my section and the NF. So I had good communication with them. So I get at them and I tell Mando was the main one at the time there from Delano. And I tell Mando, look, man, you guys are asking for this peace treaty, and the Bay's asking for it. So this is what I'm getting against you. Look, I got Turi and Güero's ear, and I fuck with you guys real good. So tell me straight up, do you guys want to go forward with this peace treaty? And right away, Mando tells me yes. I mean, it's in their best interest to make money for, that's the whole thing, is making money. So he's like, yes, think you want to, we'll do whatever it takes. So I said, check it out. You guys have not participated in any hunger strike. You guys are like a lot.
All right, let's stop right there and recap. Sneaky story takes place on July 1st, 2011, when the first hunger strike organized by the Big Four took place. There had been other hunger strikes that were organized but not as successful. In 2002, inmates housed in the SHU also organized a hunger strike. Unfortunately, it went nowhere. Now, I know this because it was around the same time that inmates at Guantanamo Bay were also hunger striking. In 2002, I spent time in Guantanamo Bay in 2005 while inmates were also in an active hunger strike. He also tells us about a second hunger strike that took place on September 16th, 2012. Now, we don't see that hunger strike on the timeline because this one was organized by the Hispanic inmates. This is evident on the date September 16th, 2012. September 16th being the Mexican Independence Day. It is also a date that's associated with the SHU War, a war between the Mexican Mafia and Nuestra Familia. Now, I want to point out that the agreement to end hostilities was signed and released to the public on August 12, 2012, a month before the hunger strike that Sneaky tells us about. The following month, on October 10th, 2012, the agreement to end hostility takes place, which is supposed to end all hostilities in prisons and county jails. But Sneaky tells us otherwise. Sneaky tells us that they were still feuding, and it wasn't until 2013 where they were able to get together and say, hey, do you really want to participate in this hunger strike and implement this agreement to end hostilities? At which point they came to an agreement because it was to the benefit of everyone to make money. That was the purpose of the hunger strikes, to unify the gangs for a so-called peace, to be able to conduct business within detention facilities. There you have it, partners. I hope I shine some light on the truth behind the hunger strikes. For now, that is all I got. Remember to hold the line and let's hold them accountable.